Nalin Kohli, apart from the political rhetoric that I'm sure you're going to indulge in when I ask you this question, my question is twofold. One, are the promises made by the Aam Aadmi Party high on populism and low on delivery? And secondly, does this also expose the fact that the Aam Aadmi Party, perhaps, you know, being in governance or in ruling the first time around, might take some time to dabble with governance issues?
Well, I think, Maruk, the first starting point is not rhetoric. The rhetoric has been at the Aam Aadmi Party's side. Because Mr. Kejriwal and the entire AAP had come on the premise of corruption being the central plank, and we only need to go back and play the tapes of how many times he spoke specifically against the former Chief Minister, Mrs. Sheila Dikshit, and about having documentary proof to nail corruption charges on her. Now, immediately on coming to government, we don't hear a statement on Sheila Dikshit ji. On the contrary, in the House, when Dr. Harshvardhan raised it, he went to the extent to say that if you have proof, give it to me. Whereas before the elections, Mr. Kejriwal consistently said, I have proof against Mrs. Dikshit. So the point here is, when the Chief Minister now is supported by the Congress Party and has himself given a message that I'm not so strong on the very corruption issue on which I've been elected to power, I think down the line you're not sending a message. Because after all, character, discipline, integrity, honesty follow the law of gravity. Okay. The top has to send that message ruthlessly down. It's not a question of a helpline. Your second part was an important question. Are they high on rhetoric and populism? Well, I mean, I think so. Because if you look at it with electricity...
But Nalin Kohli, that's what the Aam Aadmi Party is looking for. Some kind of hope. And I think the BJP and the Congress, without trying to sound an advocate for the Aam Aadmi Party, I'm just saying that perhaps political parties need to let go of the cynicism and really see these promises as possible, deliverable.
Well, Maruk, I think, let me counter that straight away with a different perspective. Is that why is it then that the BJP ruled states of Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Goa very recently, but certainly the first three, why are their finances good and how are they also delivering populism?
Well, you considering that the BJP has got Mr. B.S. Yadurappa back into the ranks. No. Let's not get to take the high moral ground on corruption.
No, I have not taken the high moral ground on corruption. I've just answered first is, you need to have rich economic policies or sound economic policies to be able to take care of the populist ones or the ones that subsidize the weaker sections of society.
But they're delivering right now.
Well, I mean, okay, why don't we talk about what's going to happen to, say, Delhi Jal Board? Why are they not delivering the 400 units or the electricity lower rates for every citizen of Delhi?
Okay.